don't care what you say. So they'd have loads of scraps, and we just sort of said, right, we're all here. We're going to talk about prioritization. You over there, what do you think? And then they just, annoy everyone in the room immediately, and then a massive fight would ensue. And that's how we did that bit, which was probably the most fun part of that whole process, I think.
And good. And so on other interviews where there've been these big applied analytics projects, one element I've tried to grab a hold of is, all sounds so cool, right? We've got multiple predictive models going on, the data's flying through, there's prioritization based on value, and then this I would love to have been in these meetings, see the management fighting with each other. So clearly it's quite involved. But one thing I've been trying to capture in these interviews, George, is what type of team or size team did it take to put this program together? Because there's various things from project managers to yourself on data science perhaps, and I don't know what supporting cast did it take to deliver something like this. Like what teams did you need to work with, and could you get me to an FTE? Like what kind of size squad did it take to do this?
Yeah, so from a pure sort of management of the program point of view, we had there was myself, who was sort of the data science lead, I guess, on the product. There was another guy who was more in sort of the project management side of things. So he was the one who was responsible for doing a lot of the communication back to the business, and running those huge fight meetings, basically. Yeah. And then there were a couple of people who were more senior as well, who are like the senior sponsors. So it didn't take too many people to manage it. The complicated bit is that, we were sat in this, data science ivory tower, and we had to go and speak and get other people on board because, the agents at first were quite resistant to it, particularly the more experienced ones, because they, and rightly so, they've got their own processes that they follow that they've been very successful with. So the thought of somebody who has never been on the phones for British Gas coming in and saying, this is the way you should do it,